For our shirt collar, we need the following measurement. We need the neckline measurement. And bear in mind, the neckline measurement is not the same as the neck size measurement. The neckline measurement, which I'm going to show you in a bit, is different from the neck size measurement. So we need that measurement, and as well as the collar depth measurement. Again, for sizes or for ages between 7 and 12, you will need 8 centimeters for your collar depth measurement. So first of all, we're going to get our pattern paper and our ruler and your pencil. So the first point we will need is our 0.0 to 1 measurement, and that is half of the neckline measurement. How do we get half of the neckline measurement? So I'm going to show you now. So first of all, you're going to get your front shirt pattern piece. So you're going to fold along the center front like so. And you're going to get the yoke. That is the back pattern piece. You're going to get that as well. So once you have the front pattern piece and the back pattern piece, so you just need around the neck area for the back pattern piece. Once you have that, you are going to join both pattern pieces at the shoulder line, like so. This line to this line, we're going to join them together like so. What I'm going to do, I'm going to fold along the, so you can see, I'm going to fold along the seam allowance like so. So it's not confusing for you. So I've folded away the seam allowance. I'm going to place this onto the front shoulder line like so. So you want to make sure this point touches this point, and you're just going to join both shoulder lines together like so. Feel free to use your masking tape to hold that in place. Once you've taped both pattern pieces together, the measurement you need is to measure around this area, and that is your neckline measurement. We are going to first of all draw a vertical line close to the edge of your pattern piece. So we're just going to draw a straight line there. Our neckline measurement, which we've just taken, and mine is 16.5 centimeters. So I am going to draw a line exactly 16.5 centimeters anywhere here, as long as you have enough room upwards. So 16.5 centimeters. And I'm just going to draw a straight line. I'm just going to square across. So this is my 0.0 and that is my 0.1. So 0.0 and my 0.1. Next, we need our 0.2. For 0.2, we are going to measure from 0.0 upwards our collar depth measurement, which is 8 centimeters. So I'm going to mark that there, and that is our 0.2. For 0.3, we need between 0.0 and 0.1, we need 3/4 of that measurement. And we are going to place our ruler on 0.0. And for mine, 3/4 of this measurement between 0 and 1, mine is 12.4. So I'm going to mark that there. And this is my 0.3. So once we have 0.3, before we go to 0.4, we are going to square across. So from 0.2, I am going to measure the same measurement between 0 and 1, which is my neckline measurement. (16.5). So I'm going to square across. And I'm going to square a line upwards from 0.1. I'm going to square upwards as well from 0.3, and this is 0.4. For 0.5, We are going to measure the distance between 0 and 2, which is 8, and 8 divided by 2 gives you 4, and we're going to subtract 1 centimeter from that measurement, and that is 3 centimeters. So I am going to measure from point 0 upwards 3 centimeters, and this is my point 5, and that is for your collar stand. From point 5, again, you are going to square across, hitting this line, and this is your point 6. For point 7, we are going to measure from point 1 1.5 centimeters, and that is your buttonhole stand. So I'm going to place my ruler on point 1, and I'm going to measure 1.5 centimeters outwards. And this is my point 7. For point 8, I am going to measure 0.25 centimeters upwards from point 0. So I am going to mark 0.25 upwards from point 0. And this is my point 8. For point 9, I am going to measure 0.75 centimeters upwards from point 7. So this is my point 7. So I'm going to measure 0.75 centimeters. And here is my point 9. Point 10, I am going to measure 0.5 centimeters from point 6 inwards. So place my ruler on point 6 and measure 0.5, which is here. And I'm going to call this point 10. For point 11, I am going to measure from point 5, 0.5 centimeters upwards. So I'm going to place my ruler or my measuring tape. I am going to measure 0.5 centimeters upwards. And this is point 11. For point 12, I am going to measure 0.25 from point 10 downwards. So 0.25 from point 10. This is point 10 downwards. 0.25. So that's 12. Just going to write it 12 here. I hope you can see that. So that's my point 12. Next, I am going to join point 11, point 12, and point 9 with a curved line. So I'm going to place my pattern master on point 11, connecting it to point 9. So from point 9, I am going to join 9, 3, and 8 with a curved line as well. So I'm going to join point 5 and 12 with a curved line as well, like so. That. From point 4, I'm going to draw a curved line a little bit above this point here. So I'm just going to get my curve ruler and draw a curved line. So it depends on the style you're going for your collar, the top collar. So I'm just going to draw something like that. And I'm going to join this point to point 10. And I'm just going to blend that in. We are done with our collar, but we're going to label this as the collar. That's the top collar. and this is the collar stand. So we are first of all going to trace the top collar, which is from 2 to 11, round to 0.10 upwards, like that. That will be the first bit. For the second bit, we are going to trace off from 0.5 this line to 0.12. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, we're going to trace off from 0.5 this line to 12 to 9 and back to 8. This is what we need. So you need to get your paper and trace that off. So remember, you are going to be placing both pattern pieces on fold. So I am done tracing out my collar pattern. So I'm going to explain the pattern pieces I've got here. For your collar, this initial part is going to be your under collar. This one, so the initial pattern that we drafted, this is going to be our under collar. And for the top collar, we are going to add 0.3 centimeters around the edges. So we're going to add from here from 2 upwards 0.3 centimeters. We're just going to add that. We stop here. Then from here we are going to add around here 0.3 centimeters. So the reason why we have to add some allowance to the top collar is once we finish sewing up our collar, when we want to turn our collar over or inside out, we need that fabric, excess fabric, to roll over to the under collar. It will make sense when we start sewing our shirt's collar. So yeah, for the top collar and for the top collar stand, you want to add 0.3 centimeters around the edges. So around here and around this part. And remember, you're going to place this on fold and you're going to place this on fold. And this is all for our 2-piece shirt collar. So thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you've made your way through all the videos from the shirt block to the sleeve block and now to the collar block. So once you have all those pattern pieces cut out, adding your 1 centimeter seam allowance, adding your annotations, we are going to get our fabric and start sewing. And that is going to happen on our next tutorial. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, share to your friends, your fashion designer friends, your pattern cutter friends. And if you want us to feature more videos on this channel, please don't hesitate to comment down below and tell us your suggestions. Tell us what you want to see next on this channel. And until I see you next time, bye for now.